Hi, my name is Eunice. Welcome to my channel. Today we'll be going through the transition or breaking down the transition into a low lunge. So let's get right into it. Inhale, three-legged dog with your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step in between your palms. So now there's a lot of factors going on here. It depends on the length of your arms, the strength of your core, and the strength of your hip flexors. So let's break it down together. Here are a few tips for going into a low lunge. So coming to a downward facing dog, starting with the left. Inhale, three-legged dog with your left leg high. Flex your top feet. Listen up. Inhale, lifting your bottom heel up, creating more space. Bending your top leg, contracting your abdominals and your left hip flexor, closing the gap. Pull your knee close as possible towards your chest or your belly. Press into your palms and shifting your shoulders over your wrist. Keep your gaze at the top of the mat rather than looking towards the back. Slowly hinging forward and step your feet forward. Now there's a lot of work going on here, so if you like, let's try one together. And don't worry if this is too intense, modification is on the way. So coming to a downward facing dog, beginning with our left. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift your left leg high. Flex your top feet. Lifting your bottom heel up, bending the top leg, contracting your abdominals and your left hip flexor. Pull your knee in towards your chest, as close towards your belly as possible. Press into your palms, hollow out your back, shifting and hinging your shoulders back and over your wrist. Keep your gaze to the top of the mat, and slowly lower your feet down. See, that's a little hard for me too. Don't worry if this is too intense, like that was intense for me. I'm going to show you a couple of tips what we can do. From a downward facing dog, I'm going to lift my left leg high. Shifting my weight towards my right palm, I'm going to cup my fingertips up as I hinge forward. So that's going to allow more length and space for me to pull my leg and step my feet in. So the same as the other side. Inhale, three-legged dog with your right leg high. I'm going to shift my weight towards my left palm, cupping my right fingertips as I hinge forward, step it through. So that's one tip and modification that you can do. Another modification that I see some of my friends or some of my students do is as they step forward, the leg is here, it's okay. You can always pull your hands behind your heel. You can wiggle your feet towards the front, helping it towards the front as you come into your low lunge. That's absolutely okay too. So those are a few tips. And lastly, you can always use your blocks. Coming to a downward facing dog, plant your blocks a hip distance apart. Downward facing dog. Inhale, starting with the left. Three-legged dog, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step in between your palms. The block is going to add some length and space for me to step in my feet, in between my palms. Always an option to step outside of your left palm, so the same as your right, and then slowly wiggle your feet in between your palms. Whew, that's a lot of work. Also, the modification, what you can do with your blocks is come into a tabletop position. So rather than going to a down dog, coming to a tabletop position, just as the same, inhale, three-legged dog with your left leg high and extend my feet towards the back, flex my feet. Exhale, low lunge, step in between my palms. So the same, contracting the abdominals and left hip flexor. Pull in, closing that gap as close as possible. Pulling your knee in towards your chest, press into your palms. Pull, 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 and then slowly, if you can, step my feet down. Step your feet down. That is a lot of work. Always an option. Starting with the left, we're going to wiggle the block closer towards the middle of my chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Do the same motion, but stepping outside of your left palm. See, that's a little bit more easier for me compared to stepping in between my palms. So for me, I'm gonna wiggle my feet into the middle and coming to a low lunge. So those are the few tips and modifications that you can try out for yourself. I highly encourage you to play this video, pause it at any time, and practice it yourself. There are a few ways for us to practice this transition. So using without your blocks first, you can move your blocks away. Starting with the left. To practice this transition, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, tapping knee to elbow. You can tap the left knee towards your left elbow. Press in, hold here, shoulder stacking over your wrist. Tapping knee to right elbow. Coming back to left elbow. Right elbow. And down, three-legged down. Dog. Whew. So the same as the other side. Inhale, three-legged dog with your right leg high. Exhale, knee to elbow, tapping to elbow. Tapping to opposite elbow. Building that core and strength. And three-legged down dog. Woo. So the same, you can do it with your blocks. To practice this transition, starting with the left. Tapping knee to elbow. Tapping knee to opposite elbow. Tap, you're building core strength, really contracting the elbow, the abdominals here and your hip flexor. And slowly come back down. So the same as the other side. Pressing into your palms, hollowing in that back. And those are a few practices that you can do on your own as you practice that transition into a low lunge. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, just give this video a like. Share in the comments what else you would like to see or what you would like me to break down. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.